Hi dear friend, today we have new topic. Topic is the community development program. Initial development in the Panchayati Raj election is known as community development program. Two major programs for the rural implement, namely community development program and the Panchayati Raj, were introduced in 1952 and 1959. They were to lay the foundation of the welfare state in village through the design for the sake of agriculture development. They had more of the welfare content. Their basic purpose was change the face of the rural area to improve the quality of life of the people. The community development program was instituted on the limited scale in 1952, covering 55 developmental blocks. Each block consisting about 100 villages with the population of 60,000 to 70,000. By mid 1960, most of the country was covered by the network of the community blocks, employing more than 6,000 block development office BDO and over 6 lakh village level workers in the Gram Sevaks to help the implement the program. The program covers all aspects of the rural life from the improvement in agriculture methods and improvement in the communication, health and education. The emphasis of the program was self-reliance and self-help by the people, popular participation and responsibility. It was to be basically a people movement for their own welfare. As Nehru started at the very outset of the program in 1952, the basic objective was to unleash force from below among our peoples. While it was necessary to plan, to direct, to organize, and to coordinate, but it was even more necessary to create conditions of which a spontaneous growth from below was possible. While material achievements were expected, the programs was much more geared to build up the community and individuals and to make better builder of his own village centers and India in large sense. The primary matters is the human beings involved. He added another major objective was uplift the backward sections. We must aim to progressively produce a measure of equality in opportunity and other things. In 1952 and later year, Nehru rapidly referred to the community development program and accompanying National Extension Service as a representing new dynamisms and the Great Revolution and the symbols of the resurgent spirit of India. The program achieved considerable result in extension work, better seeds, fertilizers, and so on, resulting in the agriculture development in general and greater food production, in particular constructions of roads, tankas and walls, schools and primary health center buildings, and extension of education and health facility. Initially, there was also a great deal for popular enthusiasm, which however petered out with time. It soon became apparent with the programs had failed in one of its basic objectives. That is involving the people as a full participant in the developmental activity. Not only did it not stimulate self-help, it increased expectation from the reliance on the government. It gradually acquired an official orientation, became a part of the bureaucratic framework, and came to be administrated from the hour as a routine activity with the BDO, become the replicas of the traditional subdivisional office in the village labor workers, become the administrative underlines. As Nehru put it later in 1963, while the entire program was designed to get a peasants out of the rut in which he has been living since ages past, the program itself has fallen into a rut. The weakness of the program had came to be known as early as 1957, when the Balwant Rai Mehta committee asked to evaluate it, had strongly criticized its bureaucratization and its lack of popular involvement. As a remedy, the committee recommended the democratic decentralization of rural and district development administration. On the committee's recommendation, it was decided to introduce all over the country an integral system of democratic self-government with the village panchayats at its base. The new system, which came to be known as Panchayati Raj, was implemented in various states from 1959, which consists of a three-tier, directly elected or a Gram Panchayats, and indirectly elected block levels Panchayat Samiti and district level Jila Parishads. The community development programs was to integrated with Panchayati Raj. Considerable functions, resources, and authority were to be developed upon a three-tier samitis to carry out schemes of the development. Thus, the Panchayati Raj was intended to make up a major deficiency of the community development programs by providing for popular participation in the decision makings and implementation of development process, with the official working under the guidance of three-level samiti. Simultaneously, the countryside was covered by the thousands of the cooperative institutions such as cooperative bank, land mortgage banks, and service and market cooperatives. which were also autonomous from the bureaucracy as they were managed by the electoral bodies. Nehru enthusiasm was once again aroused as Panchayati Raj and cooperative institutions represented another radical steps for changing society. They would transfer responsibility for development and rural administration to the peoples and accelerated rural development. They would thus act as the instrument for empowerment of the peoples and would not only lead to the greater self-reliance but would also act as evident tools for bringing about a change in the outlook of the people. Above all, they would initiate the process of creating better human beings. However, these hopes were blind through adopting Panchayati Raj in one from the another. The state government showed little enthusiasm for it, evolved no real power on the Panchayati Samiti, curbed their powers and functions and starved them of funds. Bureaucracy too did not sticken its grip on the rural administration at different levels. Panchayat were also politicized and used by the politicians to gather functional support in the villages. As a result, through the foundations of a system of rural local self-government were laid. Democratic decentralization as a whole was stunted and could not perform the role assigned to it by the Balwant Rai Mehta Committee and Jawaharlal Nehru. Moreover, the benefit of the community development, new agricultural inputs and extension service were mostly guaranteed by the rich peasants and the capitalist farmer, who also came to be dominate the Panchayati Raj institution. The basic weakness of the community development program, the Panchayati Raj, and the cooperative movement was that they ignored the class divisions of the rural society, where nearly half of the population was landless, had marginal holdings, and was thus quite powerless. The village was dominated socially and economically by the capitalist farmers and the rich and middle peasantry. And neither the dominant ruler classes nor the bureaucrats could become agent of the social transformation or popular participation. Thank you so much.